Have you guys ever seen that awesome foam boat cover, or for kayaks, or a Solo Skiff? Yep, I did it. I bought me a Solo Skiff. It's official. I am a Solo Skiff owner. What I'm trying to do today is I'm getting some cardboard and I'm making stencils with cardboard to fit in different spots of the Solo Skiff to then lay this mat down. It's got 3M sticky on the bottom, so I'm pretty positive on its stickability, but I've never done this before. So creating a stencil is kind of difficult, and I'm not artsy. I should be able to get a decent stencil, flip it over, trace it on the back, cut it out, and it should fit nice. So let's see if I can get this done. Alright guys, so I'm going to give you a first person view. I pretty much just took this piece of cardboard and kind of measured it out roughly, and now I'm taking some other slices just to get it off, or get it to where it fits properly corner to corner. And I think I'm there with this guy. I'm just using a cheapo X-Acto knife, and then same thing with this back section. I am going to do the seat. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep cutting this cardboard and see how it goes. Alright, so here we go. I just laid out my stencil, marked the corners, moved it, and used my measuring stick as just a straight line, and just went corner to corner. And so now I'm gonna grab this X-Acto knife, and we're gonna cut it out. I'm kind of nervous. This stuff isn't cheap. Even better. So keep my line straight. Alright, man. Alright, yeah. There. Cut it out. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks good for sure. See how it fits? Perfection. Alright, and this is for the back section where the tank's gonna sit. Most people would ask, why would you do that? It's just your gas tank. But what I have noticed that over time, the gas tank plastic will actually scuff this up, especially if there's sand or a little bit of mud and shell. So I am going to stencil this guy out. And as you can see, I still have a whole bunch of this stuff left. And this cost, I think like 86 bucks. For this entire sheet. It was 94 inches by 36, which isn't bad because just the outline for the inside, pre-made, or pre-cut I should say, was over $260. I will link this mat in the description below. Fits like a glove, sweet! I'm pretty stoked about this, guys. I'm pretty stoked about this. After measuring this square, it actually tapers in. It goes from like 18 inches down to 16 inches, roughly. And instead of me trying to copy the taper, and if it was uneven, it would totally throw off the symmetry of the seat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make a square that will go straight from here and come straight down. So you'll have more seat exposed on the back, but I feel like it'll just have a cleaner line, cleaner look in it. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right. Come on, face. Bang, right? Let's see. Good there. Good there. Sweet. All right, guys. Most important part. Surface prep. So I've got some 91% isopropyl alcohol. Oh man, I already broke my lid. That sucks. Pretty much, you want to get every little crumb out of here. So every little thing that's on here will keep that adhesive from sticking, and you want every little bit of that adhesive to work, especially in a salty, wet environment most of the time. If you have anything that wants to keep it from sticking, well, it's gonna come back up. And this stuff isn't cheap, you know, so you wanna make sure you take your time to really prep the surface. So remove all just basic debris, which I did this once yesterday already, and I did scrub it with alcohol, and I totally let it dry overnight. So this will be a swifter process. All right, so my loose debris is gone. I'm just gonna spray a little bit of this alcohol. You really just want to wipe down all the surface. You just want to let that alcohol totally dry, because it's not 100%, you know, there's 91, so it's got some water in it. Just let it dry out. So here we go. Let's go ahead and start to lay this guy. And make sure your first placement is perfect, because as soon as you place it, that's it. The stuff will stick. There we go. All right, for the rest of this, you just lift and you're just gonna bring it back. Just a little bit at a time. Make sure you don't have any creases when you press. Make sure you have no bubbles. And that's why working this stuff back slowly is probably the best way to do it. You just keep it bent like this so you can use its own curvature to lay down properly. All right, there she won. That's pretty good. Obviously, I'm not a professional, but I am pleased. It fits the square pretty nicely with the taper. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, time to lay the seat. Pretty much just doing the same thing. The cut wasn't perfect. It came in a little bit, but overall, I'm happy. At least this one line is good. The front looks great, and now I'm gonna put the gas can spot down. And I think that's it. I'm not gonna try and do any more. I think less is more. Less is better, especially on a skiff like this that I want to keep very simple. All right, sweet. All right, guys, what I'm gonna do with this is a gas tank strap to hold this guy in, because currently I've been having to take it off, put it in the Jeep, and then when I get to my destination, I put it back on. This will also be linked to Amazon. This is all stainless steel, so you don't have to worry about it rusting. And pretty much what I'm gonna do is I just marked out the midline, and I'm just gonna place my my brackets here and here, and send it in. Well, there it is. That thing is not moving at all. This is awesome. The skiff is coming together, that's for sure. All right, well there we go, guys. You saw me make the first modifications to the Solo Skiff. I think it turned out really well, especially for the money I spent. You can go way overboard and spend a whole bunch of money, but the whole point of this boat, minimalistic. This front mat will be awesome. It'll keep the scuffs out of it, but it'll also make it quieter while on the water if I drop a lure, or even when I'm standing, it'll make it a lot quieter. This nice little seat pad for when I stand up on it, I'm not damaging the seat top. Also, when I sit down, it's pretty cushiony. It feels pretty nice. It's not just hard plastic. And then in the back, the tank holder, that was much needed. I got really tired of taking the tank off, putting the tank on, and putting it in the Jeep, which it's no go. It makes it stink like gas. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. More mods to come in the future. I will be putting the Hobie A-trails on this guy. I'm gonna keep this whole front space clear. So I'm actually gonna kind of stagger them back a little bit. It's really gonna add the functionality that I want in this guy, and it's gonna be a fishing machine. So you guys stay tuned for more mod videos on the Solo Skiff. Thank you guys for watching. You just watched another episode of Kagen Fishing. Catch you guys around.